Hello everybody and welcome to the Dead Unicorn, the tabletop role-playing game club. My name is Corey and today we have a very special episode. It's the multiverse episode, where everybody is going to be very generic, otherworldly versions of themselves. Like, for example, instead of Sasha, we're going to have Evil Sasha. Instead of Matt, we're going to have Billionaire Matt. And instead of Tarek, we're going to have Girl Tarek. Doesn't that make you feel like we put in all of the effort in writing this episode?
You did amazing.
And how I got started was a small loan of $1 million from my father.
And I've always been a girl, so it's okay.
I've always been evil. I feel like the script is wrong.
Yeah.
Crystal, in your universe, you're going to be you, but a president. You're going to be president of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That
Obviously.
seems realistic to me.
That also sounds very, yeah.
You should have swapped. I wasn't born in this country, so I should be president. I can't see evil Crystal.
And James is the exact same person in every single universe. All the way
Just
down.
different color glasses.
Yeah,
Every
just
single
different
time,
color.
different glasses.
The only
No,
difference
James
is
isn't asexual today.
whether he
Oh,
chooses
that's good,
tortoiseshell or black.
And there's one that has child support up the wazoo. What was he up to?
Oh.
No. Every single James is
But he's correcting it.
exactly the same. I don't know why you're making up lore for the different Jameses. The lore doesn't exist. They're all exactly the same, except for the color of their glasses. That's it. That's all that's different. They all have the exact same job. They live in the
Is there a
exact same
suggestion
place.
box for this? Because I have some things to say. I have some words.
That was some lore that we wanted to know.
No. I'm glad y'all are wanting to flesh out your multiversal characters because, you know, it's dumb. It's a stupid idea.
What are you?
It was-
GM? Are you a player this time? Is that what this?
I'm actually a player that doesn't complain about the game all the time and is a
Whoa,
good player to
impossible.
have in your game instead of a curmudgeon that tries to piss on everything.
These are
keeping his
backstories.
pants on
These are backstories I can believe in.
So-
Powers activate.
I guess I introduced everybody.
Yeah.
That's true.
That was a great way to introduce. I would also like to say thank you to our patron scrolling in the thing below here. Actually, there's a new patron I can put in. There's a new we have a new patron. Paladin of Smiles. I'm gonna write their name in the scroll.
Welcome. We're glad you're here.
We love you.
Have a
One of us. One of us.
Gooble gobble, gooble gobble.
They love you. I'm evil today.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, sorry. Sasha cannot love. Okay.
It fits her character like a glove.
Sasha
And
only
also-
experiences rage.
Now it's time to turn the page.
Chase Davis needs his Wow. Hey, fill this
you've
time
been
somehow while I
slacking?
fix this.
I like the new revised horse rules.
Oh yes, we do have.
They are
Why
very
do you say it
good.
like that?
Well, before
Oh,
the
shit, I opened them
game
twice.
started, these
No, wait,
guys
I
were
didn't.
talking
The
about
lag makes that a
quitting
little hard there,
jobs.
Matt, but thanks for playing. We each won one.
Matt, you should start thinking about the line that you're going to try to say at the end of the stream today that's inevitably going to get cut off ahead of time. Maybe before you run today.
We'll make it work one of these days.
Well, I mean, I got my can ones. Eat some spice, crush some ice. Rolls. Well, you already rolled the dice, so. Well, they're
Down
ice
with
cubes.
lice. The lice industry.
Yeah,
is the-
down with lice.
the-
Down with lice.
Which
Yeah.
we all know
You need to
will
knock-
just
you need
get
to knock-
hit before it cuts off.
You
You'll
need
just
to
be-
knock the lice industry down a few pegs.
It's quite
Big
necessary.
lice.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, I have a funny job quitting story if you guys want to hear it.
I would love to
Not
hear
my
it, please.
personal experience, but I heard it soon after starting my first real job. It was working at a cytogenetics lab, and maybe a year or two before I started there, they had a lady start, came, worked through the first half of the day, went to lunch, and never came back. They never heard from her again.
That's awesome.
You
I
know,
love that.
I have the exact same story for someone who came, like, was training her, goes to lunch, and then is gone. No word, doesn't come back. Except there's a little add-on to this. She gave everybody food poisoning before she left.
Oh, lovely.
What, like she brought in snacks for her first day?
No, so apparently food poisoning can be spread in some really nasty ways.
Oh, yeah,
and it can
depending
be
on what you've
contagious.
got, sure.
Mm-hmm. So
Um,
she gave everyone in the office food poisoning, and we were out for like two days because she's nasty and she gave us all food poisoning. It's a wonderful, horrendous.
I'm back, guys. I'm
My
back.
own version of that is a bit sadder.
We can't keep doing this. We
So-
got a game to do.
Okay, we're done.
We're done. I gotta cut you out. I know you want to tell your story,
Come on.
but you can't.
You asked for it though, Corey. So stop complaining.
I said
You
until
gave
I
you
was
what
done.
you wanted,
I
and
said
now you're
until
complaining about it.
I said until I was. You know what? We're just moving on.
He's like, it's just gonna take more time explaining this.
I know.
We're
it
in the
is.
forest.
It is. Okay, guys.
We just escaped a ninja assault.
We did. Thanks for our patrons scrolling below. I fixed you all, so you're all there. Thank you for your support. Yeah, ninjas. There was a ninja army. Y'all rushed into the forest, and you got past the ninjas, and you gave the ninjas a bloody nose because you really got through that ambush rather well. And now you're into Cinnamon Forest proper. You have been traveling for most of the day, and then you broke for camp. You slept, and you woke up, and now you're trying to figure out where to go and how to go. So, your first day of ration is gone. But your horses have grazed, so you are
Rory,
fine.
don't be mad at
with
me,
that.
but did you do the poll for this week, or did you not do that this week?
I did the poll. Thank you for reminding me. Guys, we have a poll we do every week about the character you think that deserves a bonus. That person is Narin. Narin, you won the poll this week. You get a free success on any one roll. You can say I instantly win. If you don't use it, it turns into a void point afterwards. On Monday, I will be putting out the new poll. So please use the poll and vote for the character you think really needs help. It's called the Karmic Favor.
I prefer pay poll. It rolls off the tongue.
Okay. So your first day is over. And you wake up in the morning in the middle of this dark forest with only a vague map of where you're supposed to go. South. You're supposed to go south. The good
Nobody
news
knows
is,
what's in the forest.
the good news is it's hard for an army to follow you through here. Armies are not well suited to marching through a large, dense forest. So you can probably make way better time now that you're not with an army. We have special rules for the hex crawl. And here they are. Show to the players. So how we're going to do this is you roll. We are going to roll on a terrain chart and a weather chart. Then you have to make a survival roll at TN3. This will be modified by the weather and terrain type. Characters traveling will also gain fatigue equal to the TN of the survival roll they gain. Equal to the survival roll. They gain this even if the roll is successful or not. If the TN is not met, they get lost, turned around, or stuck. If they meet the TN, they move 1 hex in the direction they wish to go. And there's a bunch of other stuff you can do. There are opportunities you can spend. Bonus successes also give you a special benefit as well.
So everybody gets 3 fatigue every time.
Maybe.
It says we gain fatigue equal to the TN of the survival roll, and the survival roll is TN3.
But it's modified by terrain and weather. I said that as well, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't say that the TN gets changed.
That is you must make a survival roll TN3. This will be modified by terrain and weather type for that day.
Okay, so
That's
who's got
lit-
survival?
That's what I wrote.
So are only one of us making the roll, and the rest can
It's a
assist
group.
if we're still-
We can assist. Yeah,
Yeah.
one person makes the roll, the rest can assist. But who has survival as a skill?
I have 1 rank in survival.
1 rank over here.
Okay.
I got none.
Are y'all ready to find out what the terrain is going to be for this day?
Yes, and what direction do we want to be moving in? I know we wanted to go to Mikage.
Basically, we want to head southeast-ish.
Yeah, kind of south, right? Yeah,
Basically,
south.
we want to go to this one.
We want to get as many hexes as we can away.
We're going all the way across the long axis of Shinneman Forest.
Youngso would also like to bring up a topic of discussion amongst us.
Oh, yes, I'll show you all the map. Thank you. There's the map.
And that topic is, I've noticed we've had problems in the past because we did not communicate when we first met what our different lords wanted of us. Perhaps we could save each other some trouble from this point forward by just letting each other know. Like, Youngso the Elder wants me to bring back an artifact. So, what goals do you all have besides transporting our prisoner?
What type of artifact?
He mentioned a weapon would be nice, but really any of the sage's artifacts that could be found here with strange abilities would be acceptable.
An artifact with strange abilities. That could be just about anything.
Yes, it's very open-ended.
Well, it could indeed be handy to be able to all help each other with our assignments. I have been asked to bring back the heart of a blood speaker. Apparently, there may be a new cult of blood speakers living in the heart of Shinmin Forest.
Well, eliminating one of those is always a good thing, so that's an easy one to get our assistance on, I believe.
So, Corey, I would like to make a roll to use cadence because considering the prisoner that we're transporting, I don't want him to take any opportunities to take advantage of my geary. So I want everyone else to understand, but the prisoner.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we do have our prisoner here.
Yeah.
Matt does try to use cadence a lot. I'm not sure any of the rest of us have it.
Still has cadence.
Well, let's see. The alters the meaning. So, like, if I have enough opportunities, I can do it. So let's
I
see.
actually considered getting it just because Matt tries to use it so often.
So convey a secret message that alters the meaning of what you're saying outwardly. It has nothing to do with it at all. To one character observing you who does not possess this technique. Okay, so it'd be pretty tough for me to do it in a group setting. But if I have to target it, it would be Ide Youngso. And,
Okay.
And that way he can help convey the message without letting... and I will also say, if I succeed in this message, have him try to convey with everyone else that I don't want the prisoner to know that, what my Giri is. All right, so making the roll. And it is, let's see.
Making your roll downtown.
I'm trying to look at what the TN of this should be, but I don't see a TN recommended. So I'll lower it to a 1 difficulty, or should I keep it at a 2 difficulty? Corey?
Make it a 1 difficulty.
All right.
Because there's nothing that's happening. You're not doing anything. It's all opportunity based, and you don't have that opportunity.
It looks like I only got 1 opportunity out of it. If I essentially fail the roll, I'll just speak plainly.
So, with your initial attempt, because you are trying, I mean, Youngso goes, that sounds like the beginnings of a good poem, but I don't think that's what we're talking about right now.
Well, if I must, I'll go ahead and speak plainly. But my goal is relatively simple. So, since I was gifted Hayate over here, the Crane clan is interested in having Hayate in their possession as a stud. So, all I need to do is make sure that this steed is safe and sound throughout Shinman Forest.
The prisoner listening, thinking of ways he can fuck over and kill the horse.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I'm gonna say plainly, like, if I fail the roll, and well, I didn't succeed in getting any opportunities, so
And
for conflict.
Youngso just has this whole face journey over that for a moment.
Well,
Because he's still thinking of that horse as his Khan's mount, and he's going, it's going to Crane, where it'll just be fat.
well, Satoru.
I mean, I'm happy for the horse, but what?
Satoru has some calculations he needs to make. Because if he slows you down and the ninjas catch up, the ninjas are just going to kill him. So he doesn't want to die. That said...
Yes, and this particular horse is probably the best one to get away on, too.
Outside of that, at some point, I feel like Naurin is going to make sure that Satoru knows that if he inconveniences them too much, if he puts us in too much danger, she will not hesitate to stop lopping off bits he doesn't need that will slow him down in an escape attempt.
He's not said anything.
Oh, he doesn't need to say anything. He's a prisoner. I'm sure he wants to get out.
What about
And he's a snake. We've seen as much, so...
what about
You can talk to
Naurin? What goals do you have besides getting our prisoner where we need him to go?
So, Corey, I feel like this might be something where... Is Naurin able to talk about what she has going on at all? Like, would it be big... Because she's not Scorpion anymore.
Yes.
Technically.
So it's not like... But at the same time, like, I don't know. I need your help here. I feel like I need some advice on the semantics of this that I don't
So
quite
right
understand.
now,
Yeah.
your goal is to get leverage on the Shosuro,
Yes.
right? Because the
I know what my
Shosuro...
goal is, but more so if I can talk to them about it without
Can you
it being
Can you
very-
talk to them about it? Well, here's the thing. How can I say
We
this?
know the Godoku exists.
No,
and
it has
Oh,
Matt.
that's not it.
Matt.
I'm asking for like other reasons.
So, in order for
Like
the
how
leverage to
discourteous is this to my clan, or how dishonorable is this to my clan to spill potentially or give any amount of hint that I'm gonna have blackmail on a big secret of theirs, and that's
Exactly.
what I'm trying to do. That's what I want to know.
So, if other people know and report to the clan what you know, then the blackmail works less
Doesn't
because
work.
you've already started talking about it.
Yeah.
You
I
could
figured
always just tell us what you physically need to do.
that my plan was to tell y'all that. Okay, so this is what she's gonna say. So that's what I thought. I just wanted to hear if Corey felt the same way about that. So she's going to be a bit quiet, and then she will speak up and say that ninja, the one that survived all of our attacks, he went invisible at the start. I need him dead. Trust that I have a good reason, and that as much as I wish I could share more at this moment, I cannot. But I have made some powerful enemies, and I have to take some careful precautions. And that's all she says.
Does it have to be him specifically?
Should I find an answer for that, I will inform you later.
Fair enough. And then looks over at Kuranagi, as she's the only one who hasn't shared her Giri yet.
What a lovely day we're having.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
Daisuke like has this like smile and is like, oh, I know exactly what you're doing, but I'm just gonna let you squirm in this socially
And it's
awkward
a
moment.
response of, yes, it is, Kuranagi-san. A good day also to share with your friends.
I have a sense that it is probably safer for all of us if I were to keep my responsibilities protected.
Well, if there's an aspect of it that we could help you with, it'd probably be wise to tell us at least that part.
I do not know that there is a section of my responsibilities that would be able to be assisted by any of you.
if you do end up needing our help, do not hesitate to ask.
That is very kind of you, and I will take that into consideration. And I hope that it is not the case that it is necessary for all of our sakes.
I believe that when we had our little talk, Kuranagi told Naurin what she needed to do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Naurin just nods and doesn't say anything.
And then Youngso looks over at Naurin and goes, after we deliver our prisoner where he needs to be, if you don't have any other plans and need a place to be, you could be my guest in my village.
I will
Wonderful
consider
mountain
that
views,
offer.
quiet, peaceful.
I will consider that offer, but largely I plan on going where the wind takes me.
Fair enough.
Thank
The
you.
winds are strong
It is
this
most
time of year.
courteous. I think I said courteous, but I meant to say courteous. I slipped the
Courteous.
T out of there somewhere.
You spilled the tea.
As you finish your conversation and finish your breakfast, you pack your horses and get ready to move on. You know which way you want to go. You want to hit this hex here, right? This one.
Mhm.
Did you do
Before
something?
you is nothing but more forest, dark and foreboding.
It's all trees.
The weather seems, even though fall is starting, you started out with a little bit of a temperature surge today. It feels a little warmer and a little nicer.
Pleasant day for travel.
So, you may prepare how you're going to travel, which direction you're going to go, how you're going to get through obstacles on your way to make sure you don't get turned around. Everybody can help as long as they have skilled assistance.
So I
So-
think that means that it's either Sasha or myself who's rolling and the other one giving assistance.
Yep, that's what it sounds like.
I think your rings are better than mine, so you should probably go for it. And I can help out.
Okay. Let's see.
Do you have any advantages that would help you with this that you have? Do you think?
I have subtle observer that could possibly help for noticing trails and
No.
paths we could take.
Nope.
But I doubt my love for sake or my small stature is really going to help much.
Small
well, the
stature
white
might
dragon
help
is
if
nowhere
you were
near here.
trying to make your way through a tight thicket or something all on your own.
So subtle observer is the only thing I could think of for like details in the path we're taking to avoid problems, but that'd be it.
So I need a
Survival.
I need an approach, is what I wanted to say.
Yes.
Mhm. And I'm thinking on that right now, looking at what's available with survival. There's subsist, there's exchange, innovate, and produce, and con, which I'm not going to do con. That doesn't fit with anything.
It feels weird to me that survival isn't a martial skill. The martial descriptions just seem so much better for
Yeah,
survival.
you can use other descriptions.
Or even scholar, because you can think about how to survive.
Trade ones just don't make sense for like
Yeah,
the use of the survival right now.
I'm going to go with fire for the combination aspects, actually, of scholars theorize and trades innovate for figuring a path.
Okay, that sounds good. I like that. I have your TN already loaded in, and you can make your roll.
And I have the assistants marked now, and no, there's still a chance. There's still a chance.
Do you have any bonuses from bonds that you can apply here?
No, I just get to. If Kuranagi had a rank in survival, I could ignore a strife.
Sad face. Okay.
Ack.
Ack.
Would opportunities help, like with these kinds of roles?
There is opportunities you can definitely get.
There are opportunities specific to traveling.
Yes, so you can pull out the hex
And-
crawl rules. Do you need
Where
me to
is
give them to you
that?
again? Here they are. Boom. There are your hex crawl rules. At the very bottom, there are some opportunities you can use.
We probably want to keep as many successes as possible, even if we fail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide between keeping the opportunity with strife that just came up on the exploded die.
I just dragged the hex crawl rules down into my numbered bar. So if you guys want easy access.
It's in the notes area. Everybody should have. It's under homebrew stuff under the notes under the journal tab, so you can see it. You can pull it out whenever you want.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and keep that other opportunity. I'm just not on that window right now because I'm looking at this list. So I'll have 2 opportunity, and I'm going to use those for in the day finding a good safe shelter like a cave or good camp spot,
Okay.
etc., allowing us to recover fatigue tonight. And I would like to also use the other to reduce the fatigue from traveling by 2, so we only take 1 today.
Well, keep in mind the good rest one.
Yeah, you're
only
right. You're
lowers
right.
us to half. So
Yeah.
I would do the second one and not do the first one, and then
You're
maybe
right,
do
you're right.
the like downtime action or befuddle pursuers. Is that one or 2?
It's 2
It's
for the
2.
befuddle.
Okay, so maybe the downtime action would not be bad.
Yeah, if we have a downtime action, we can do stuff like hunting/fishing. Oh, sorry. There's a separate one that says you can hunt or forage for food for 2.
But maybe
Yep,
that's an automatic one, and we can still make a roll to do it as a downtime. I don't know.
At least you and I would be able to with survival as downtime actions. I think. Depends what Corey would decide on that. So, yeah, we'll go with the reduce the fatigue by 2. And, reduce the fatigue by 2. Just go ahead and do that. And then
Sounds
have
good.
the extra downtime activity.
Okay. Everybody has a downtime activity as you are going through this forest to do something that has a downtime action associated with it. There are some like rituals that are downtime
Yeah,
activities.
rituals.
So don't forget, everyone, to mark 1 fatigue.
I'm gonna move the day up. Crystal, what kind of downtime activity would you like to do today? I'll let you think about it. James, what kind of downtime activity were you thinking of doing today?
Food gathering.
You can gather food, but not for everybody, just for yourself. So you can make another survival roll.
Okay, so we can still do hunting/foraging stuff. It's just not for the whole group.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And what's the TN for this?
I already got it in there.
Okay. Yeah, and we'll go with Earth because I'm trying to produce food.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, you can either find a meal for yourself, or you can find a meal for your horse. One of the two.
Well, considering I do still have a fair amount of rations for myself, I'll go for my horse.
Okay.
And besides, I'm a unicorn. Take care of your horse and starve yourself is part of the way we do things.
Tarek, what is Kuronagi doing with his downtime?
Her.
Her downtime. Yes.
I was going to say as a shitter comment, I'm going to use Lord Baishu's Whisper to find a scorpion informant in the woods and tell me how to get away from the scorpion. But
That's
instead, I
funny.
think what I'm actually going to do is while we're doing downtime, I'm going to do a commune with the spirits.
Okay. Sounds good.
I was actually kind of thinking the same thing.
You want to do it together?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
We can do that together.
Okay, I will help Thora more than happily.
Just so you know, my main goal was to be like, basically asking what would be the best way to go to get us safely to our goal.
I agree. Or where, in which way is danger, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So probably Earth.
I will offer you skilled assistance because I have the ritual and I'm trained in theology.
Are there suggestions for downtime activities somewhere outside of things that you spend opportunity on? Is there any area for this, or is it just
Look
that
at
we
techniques.
suggest something?
Techniques tend to have
You're
downtime
one
activity
with
under them.
theology,
Some
yes.
certain techniques, certain
Theology.
certain skills will have downtime activities associated with them, and then opportunities can also.
You'd think, like, under the area where it says downtime activity in the book, there would be a list of downtime activities. But it's just a description of how much time a downtime activity takes. Downtime scenes. What can be accomplished? Consists of an hour or two before the player characters.
Opportunity.
For example, a downtime scene that consists of an hour or two before player characters storm a castle to rescue a friend would accommodate one PC gathering necessary supplies, another to gather local malcontents to assist in the effort. However, that same downtime scene would not be long enough for another player to forge a sword. So yeah.
Right.
Okay, we've got 2 opportunities. I think spiritual knowledge is going to be our most important one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We get that by default, I think. We get one by default.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we get one by default.
Spiritual knowledge.
You could make it rain, which would maybe slow down the people who are pursuing us with the elemental gift.
Oh, elemental gift.
It says the kami deliver a small amount of the element in question for you. For instance, a prayer to the water kami might cause it to begin raining lightly for a short period of time.
So, I figured Earth was probably the one that made the most sense since we're trying to, like, get the lay of the land. So, maybe we could see if the kami could obscure our path behind us.
Maybe, yeah. Like hide our steps. I might or hide our path. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, you want the spiritual knowledge first, right?
Yes.
So what you get is that the Earth Kami are warning you greatly of the samurai that are made of thorns.
Samurai made of thorns. And is that like a certain direction from here?
They are before you.
Before us. Made of thorns. Samurai made of thorns is interesting and ominous sounding.
Okay, you get an elemental gift. Is that what your second one was, right?
Yes.
And your elemental gift is... What kind of earth do you want?
What kind of earth do we want?
The sexy kind.
What if you do mud? If they have horses, it might be hard to get through mud. And since we're on horseback, they probably won't be pursuing us on foot.
And I can tell you, if they are on foot, mud's going to slow them down too. I've gone hiking in muddy conditions. It sucks.
Yes, if we could get... some mud behind us, sure. That sounds pretty good.
Okay. It's a small amount. It's not going to be like these are 15-mile hexes. So you can get, like, I don't know. I'm going to say 5 meters worth of mud. And they'll obscure your tracks and make a big mud puddle just behind you. 5 meters worth.
Sure.
You also have an opportunity.
For one more opportunity, honestly, I think I'll just get rid of the strife that I got.
Oh wait, no,
I
no.
can't...
If you receive one additional boon for that opportunity. That's all you get. Okay, never mind. You got your 2 boons. Okay, that's it. Matt, what is Doji Daisuke doing?
All right, so I'm going to have Daisuke attempt to do a little bit of hunting and foraging for him and Hayate, so that way he could also save on his rations. And he is going to let's see. The way he's going to do it is he's going to exchange, watching over the prisoner, over taking care of his horse. So he's prioritizing Hayate over being completely diligent with the prisoner.
Okay.
All right, survival, water, TN2. Ooh, okay. You know what? I think I could take on the strife as well. Oh, even better. I don't want that much strife, so I'll discard that opportunity. All right, 4 successes.
Okay, you find a meal for your horse. That's what you wanted, right?
Well, for himself and his horse.
No, you get
No?
1. You get 1. You don't have all that much time.
Okay, then.
That's what I told
For Hayate.
James. That's what you get.
All right.
Who's feeding Satoru, or did he come?
I
with his own weapon?
know. I was gonna point that out today.
Okay.
Sasha, what is Naren doing for her downtime activity?
So I guess I have one primary option, and you tell me if you think it might be doable or if it's a dumb idea. And if it's a dumb idea, I will try the secondary thing. If there's like a path or a trail that we're taking, I'm not meaning like, oh, there's an actual path in the ground, but there's like, say we're going between like 2 mountainous walls or something, or under like a stony arch or something, or between some fallen trees. If there's like a little bit of a point where the environment is lending to a bit of a choke point that we're passing through, I would like to booby trap it for anyone following us.
You can do that, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Would this be like skullduggery?
Yes.
I want to fuck up their horses, like preferably. Like I would prefer to do some damage to their mounts. Hopefully, maybe they have to ditch some of them, and it slows them down. That's my goal.
Okay.
And in order to do this, I would like to. I would like to. No, I don't think she's gonna go that low. Okay. I was considering whether or not Naren would ask Kuranagi for poison to poison the horses. Probably not. I don't think she'd do that. That's just me wanting to do that, but I don't think she will. But she will try to fuck up their horses.
If you're willing to part with some of your supplies, you can make a trap. For example, you might need rope to make like a log trap.
I bought rope.
So
I bought rope. What else do I have?
So you can make basically a log that you can that can swing and hit people or horses, or you can get a bunch of rocks behind a log and a stick, and then they move and they pull the rope that pulls the stake out, and it all falls down on them. Stuff like that.
What about putting a bunch of barely concealed like
Punjies?
stakes into the mud
Sure.
that Moshisora made, so that when their horses walk on them, it hurts them.
Sure.
Something like
do you
that.
have
Because I'm more aiming for the mounts rather than the people.
Do you
'cause the
have a
people will feel
knife?
better.
Do you have like
I
a
do have a knife. I have a knife. I have 2 knives.
Knife.
Excellent. So at the speed you're going to have to do to get this all done within the downtime, I'm going to say that your knife becomes damaged.
Okay.
Give it the
I
damaged
will get
quality.
one.
And how you do that is there's conditions in the compendium, and you can just drag the damage condition onto the knife.
Okay, I have 2 of them, so it's gonna affect them both. I don't know. Maybe I will just write somewhere that one of them
Okay.
is damaged.
Sure.
Just
I'll just put it in my description.
because you have a
2 knives, 1
times
damage.
2.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can put it in the description. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of your knives are damaged. You'll
Okay,
need it
that's fine.
fixed. If it gets damaged again, it'll become destroyed.
I brought a whetstone, so maybe my next downtime. should be
Perfect.
You still need to make a skullduggery roll.
Okay.
I am going to make it the TN of the highest vigilance, I think, among the bad guys. Let me check real quick. Where are the ninja? Ninja. Nope, not this. Vigilance 3. Vigilance 3. Vigilance. Oh, I haven't
I'm
finished this
so
character
glad my
sheet yet.
vigilance is a 4.
It's going to be TN3.
Okay.
Ninjas.
And it should be fire, I think, for innovate.
They ninja.
They ninja. They
They
hog.
ninged all over you.
It has been a long while since I've played, or since we've played, and since I've used this. We've done the auto successes after seeing the roll, right?
Yep.
Before,
Yeah.
But just you don't get to keep any opportunities or anything.
Yes.
Okay, so I will
Right.
attempt this roll, and if I fail, I would like to use my auto success on it because I really want this to work. TN3 air. Oh my. Hey,
There's 3.
there's 3.
And you get
A little
to
bit of
keep
strife,
3.
but it's okay. Let me see. Opportunity. Can I do anything with opportunity here?
There's downtime opportunities, I believe,
There are.
under air. In downtime use, learn a detail about one person in your company.
What about Kitsu Satoru's disadvantage?
Oh, you want to know about Kitsu Satoru? Sure.
I think I know his disadvantage, by the way.
I don't, and you've never told me, so
I have told you.
I don't think. you did.
Aha.
Yeah, I posted it in the server and I told everybody about it. When we were arguing against him in the first leg of this.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
find it out now, anyways.
Okay.
It didn't make it into my notes, so it doesn't exist for me.
Oh, that didn't work. Nope, didn't work again. Why am I doing this wrong? There we go. His disadvantage is he's a prisoner now. Yeah, technically.
Prisoner.
Accurate.
You know, that's kind of what I had assumed. That's very fitting.
Okay. Sounds great. Everybody's done their downtime activity now?
I believe so.
Okay, you guys get turned around, and you don't. You keep taking wrong turns and wrong paths, and you don't make it very far until you have to stop again to rest for the night.
Okay, let's stay alert.
So now you'll have to anybody who did not get hunting will have to use one of their rations and one of the horse rations. And Kitsu Satoru looks rather hungry. And
Naren will give him, will share her rations with him.
and after a long day of trekking through the forest, everybody will lose one, and your horses will. I'm sorry, will gain one fatigue, and your horses will gain one fatigue as well. So you should have access to your horses, and you can change your horses' fatigue as well. They will all gain one fatigue.
One fatigue, eh?
Yep.
Okay, we set up camp.
Yep. Resting out
I
on
have
the
a tent.
That's nice. um
Yeah, someone's gonna have to share a tent with Kitsu Satoru to watch him. And
I hope everybody else has tents.
Unfortunately, Daisuke does not. Though.
Oh, then you and Satoru can sleep right next to your horse.
Anybody who doesn't have a tent and is exposed to the elements does not regain fatigue for the evening. Anybody who does gains just their water and fatigue, or loses their water and fatigue.
So I did talk with James earlier that we were probably gonna have Daisuke and Ida Youngso share that 2-person tent. So
Since we were the only males in our group.
Well, yeah, but Satoru will need one too.
yeah, Naren's gonna share with Satoru
Fuck
because
him. He can keep
she has
having
no problem
fatigue.
stabbing him if he tries to
Well,
strangle her in her sleep.
But
So
if we don't have eyes on him while we're sleeping, he can get away.
exactly,
Yeah.
someone needs to watch him.
yeah.
He really.
I mean, we could do watch rotations.
Like we need to do a watch rotation exactly. Yeah, because someone needs to watch him, or he's getting handcuffed to Naren or something. Like
So
there-
yeah, here's the thing: he literally cannot move his hands away from each other. They're kind of stuck, just like this. He's stuck.
He's got those special gauntlets,
Yeah.
remember?
Now you can put a stake in the ground and pull his chains through like a loop in the stake, and he'll be stuck there. I mean, he could try and pull the stake up overnight, sure, and try and get away. But you're gonna have watches, so that should take care of that.
There was also the mentioning by Naurin, I think, of having rope and tying him to a
Yes.
tree is always a possibility.
Yep. Well, he has chains. You can just tie him to a tree as well.
Do our horses lose fatigue?
I said that. Yes,
Yeah.
your horses.
Okay, just making sure because
Naren wouldn't want to tie him to a tree immediately because that means he's not going to get to rest. And we need him to not, like, A, I don't actually want him to suffer more than necessary. And B,
Yeah.
we need him alive. So, like, preferably, Satoru, like, Naren sleeps in her tent for a little bit and then gets up and watches him, and we can rotate tents. And Satoru just stays with a stake into the ground in Naren's tent, and people just swap out when Naren gets up for her watch. Someone else goes in there and rotate out that way, and then he doesn't get horribly screwed either.
I'll even
That
use a
works
horse
for
brush
me.
to brush his head.
Oh,
Make sure
God.
he feels comforted.
Silly boy.
As much as Naren doesn't have a problem like smacking him down if he tries to like fuck us again, she's not gonna try to make him suffer more than necessary. So
All right.
My method is
Agreed.
killing him with kindness.
You don't have to give me watches or anything. As long as you have watches, that's enough to keep
Mhm.
the stuff in the forest at bay. And we will move through the night. And you can wake up in the morning.
Feeling like P. Diddy.
If you want to have conversations, you can have conversations. Otherwise, we'll move on.
You know what? I think I'll ask. Or have Daisuke ask Youngso about maintaining his saddle, especially with that one metal hoop that he's concerned with, because Minomen, said make sure it's sturdy.
Okay.
So
You talk about skills and how to get it into the wee hours or during the morning. So the morning comes, and I will do a weather roll since the hex in front of you is still forest. It does not change.
and if Daisuke did get sufficient rest, it's water ring for Strife to.
Just your water ring, not water ring times 2, which is normal.
Is it fatigue and strife or just fatigue?
It's just fatigue. Strife does not go away unless you do something proactive to get rid of strife.
I learned about everybody's secret gearies. Can I lose some strife from my my passion of learning secrets?
Yes.
Yay!
Yes. That
Thank
absolutely.
you all. Please keep talking more and more
Oh,
loudly.
Also, Naurin threatened Kitsu Satori today, so provocation. She threatened him and then fed him, which is very back and forth, but
I guess, sure.
The hot and cold approach. I see where you're going.
Yeah.
What did you say to him? What did you Oh, you said you were going to cut off all of his limbs. Yeah.
I didn't say I was going to cut off all of his limbs. I just said I would cut off some limbs that would make him escape slower.
Yes.
If he tried anything.
Like start with the toes.
Yeah, let him hobble around.
Okay.
It's just a don't try this, because I will catch you, and when I catch you, it will not be pleasant for you.
Oh man, but then he wouldn't be able to make money selling his feet pics.
So the weather does not change. The weather is the same as yesterday. You still have the forest before you, and you must make your survival check in order to make progress.
I'm going to say, we probably should have mentioned this earlier, but yesterday when Kuronagi and I were speaking to the spirits, they were warning us about the samurai made of thorns who were directly in front of us.
Oh yeah, those were weird.
I'm not sure what that means, but if the kami are that concerned, we might want to head southwest instead of southeast.
Well, I mean, it's best that we don't delay. So if we get into a skirmish and the kami are warning us, maybe we should listen to their advice.
I agree.
Are you going to change direction?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll go for this hex instead.
Let me roll a terrain type. Oh.
Desert! It's full of desert!
It's a forest, so the trees are growing trees.
There we go.
Oh no, brambles.
Forest and brambles. So?
We get warned about samurai of thorns and get driven right into the thorns. Yeah, that makes sense.
Bold and beautiful.
So who wishes to be on cutting duty? Yeah.
You have a strong sword arm.
What, you don't? We
Of
can
course
work a
not.
team, so pass.
Look at me, I'm a waif.
Oh, poor Kurunagi. You can't ask her to slice through all the brambles.
Of course not.
I would
I'm not even tall
volunteer,
enough.
but
I'd probably be stuck in them.
we probably should try to avoid burning down the whole thing.
Oops.
If
That's
someone
probably
needs
fair.
to cut through their way through and lead the way, I will. I have a weapon with some reach.
I mean, I do have a dai show, so I have an actual katana and wakizashi.
Well, I
I
have my
think I
Wait,
own a
wait.
Wakazaki.
I generally use the fire sword.
Just know we will go slow.
All right. Are we going to have me doing the survival check again with Naurin assisting, or?
I can't believe
I
only
mean-
2 out of 3 of us, or 2 out of 5 of us have survival, and I only just got it for this leg of the adventure.
Can I?
I've
still
had
do
it for a little while, but then again, back when we were still rank 1, I said that my uncle would take me out into the forest and drop me as part of my training. So
I'll try giving you some help by doing Fukurakujin's wit on you if you're going to do it in fire stance.
Yep, fire stance is what I will be doing.
And I could do a ring assist, if not a skill assist.
No, he said only skilled assist.
Skilled
so-
assistance.
At least that's a success this time.
Yep, for
No,
sure.
that's me.
Oh, that's for Kujin's wit.
Okay, so you will get to add to your total a ring die set to opportunity with strife
Okay.
for your
Okay.
check.
Are you heading into the brambles?
Yes,
Do
we
we
wanted
have
to
any other
avoid the. Yeah, the
It's either going to the
option towards where
brambles
the
or-
spirits told us there's Samurai of Thorns.
Or forest.
Well, we could go this way too, but the thing, the other way I'm trying to ping, but it won't let me. But the thing is do we actually know what the terrain condition is before we go into there, so that we have a choice?
No, actually you
Or-
don't.
no, we
you
have to
you
go.
start walking and the terrain
Yeah, that's
turns
what I
into
thought.
that. Yeah.
So we're going here.
We don't have a choice. That's what I figured.
But you do feel the Shugenja. You do feel as if the wind is at your back, that you have a friendly air kami about you, and that your air spells are probably going to be more powerful in this area.
Oh, I like that. Let's do
Awesome. If only I had air spells.
that. That's why you have a Kuranagi.
Here comes that roll.
Before you do that,
Oh.
no, stop! I said before you do that, we're getting rid of that roll. Roll's gone.
Fine. I didn't even look at it.
Before we roll, I want you to know that the terrain is going to change your TN. So think about what this terrain is before you make your approach. What is your approach?
I'm still going with fire for the innovate and theorizing best ways through.
Okay.
I figured you'd probably want to go earth or void to try to either withstand or subsist through the rambles.
Or sacrifice through the brambles.
Yeah, or sacrifice. There you go.
If you want to do, are you doing fire stance?
Actually, with it being hollowed, I'm going to go ahead and switch to void
Void.
Feel
and try
it
to
out.
sense the right path.
Okay, that's much better. Let's see here.
Glad I
Okay,
spoke up.
that'll work. Okay, your TN is 3.
You know what? I'm tempted to spend a void on this too, but at the same time, I only got one left.
Do it.
Yeah, all right. You talked me into it.
Didn't take much talking.
You're gonna need it. Let's hope that reroll turns into something. That exploder.
I know exactly which 3 to keep.
Okay.
We need some people
Wait,
to spend XP
you
on
didn't keep
survival after this
3?
session.
I plan to.
I did keep 3, and then it exploded with another opportunity. And I don't think I need 3 opportunity and another strife, so I'm going to not take the thing you gave me. But it does give me the give me 2 opportunity here.
Okay.
Close doors, up and back up this. No, that's not it though.
This is bad. We're gonna spend 2 days and not even progress 1 hex. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're gonna catch up to us real fast at this rate.
Could you pull up that thing that again for me? Because I can't find it amongst the journals.
Hey, here's a good one. For 1 opportunity, you can choose a ring other than Void and reduce the TN of your next check by 1 if it uses that ring.
Yep. You
But
can
if Void is the one we want to get through the brambles, then that's a sad face.
I'm going to go ahead and use the 2 opportunity for a hidden route. Since we're going through brambles anyway, this will make it really difficult for them to follow us.
All right. Befuddle the pursuers for 1 day. That'll work.
All right, that's a hex crawl specific one.
Okay. You get turned around in the not just turned around the brambles, but also like the brambles keep you from moving forward because they're just so pokey. Not only does everybody take 3 fatigue from the day's journey, but 1 fatigue extra from the brambles because it is considered dangerous terrain. And he kept a strife, which means you take a point of damage.
Yay! Can I do path inner peace from on myself while we're walking
Sure.
to heal off some of those damage? Or is that my downtime activity?
No one gets
Path
a downtime
to inner
activity.
peace is just like a 1 action kind
You
of
are-
thing, isn't
You
it?
you have no time to do downtime activities today, as James is moving you through areas trying to make sure that the pursuers cannot pursue you very well.
So, will the brambles also activate my uncleanliness anxiety?
No, it's not muck. It's
He's like, give me a void point!
in fact, you can do Path to Inner Peace on everybody every night if you like.
That would be very helpful if you can manage it and not just stripe yourself out really
Strife
hard.
yourself
Yeah.
out, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm already like really close to my endurance. I'm like 2 fatigue away.
Yeah, I'm about to have to make this next survival roll and use my auto success because at this rate we're going to lose out all of our rations. We're not going to have enough downtime to get rations and we're all just going to die if
Okay.
this keeps going
I
because
just healed myself.
we're going through way too many.
What is everybody else looking like? Who
We're
else
going to
needs
start
help?
starving.
I'm at 6 out of 8 right now.
Does anyone else have path to inner peace? Does Sora have path to inner peace?
No, I can only use fire.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Path to Inner Peace helps with strife,
No.
Fatigue.
fatigue.
You just gained 4.
Would Sora still be able to help out
Yeah,
using her
but-
fire stick?
I also have a water ring of 3, so I'm That's a net gain of 1 by morning.
If anybody is feeling like their endurance is running out, yes, I can poke you with my stick.
Please, Mama Sora.
The stick line.
All right, this next one's gonna go for an hour, and then
Use our bond to drop some strife too.
what's your fatigue at?
7.
You will get 3, 4, 5 back,
Thank you.
and I will tell you that you need to take the lead from now on because I don't trust the E-Day to guide us through here. But in our cadence that only you would understand as I'm healing you, so I can get back to strife. And then Sora, are you injured?
I'm feeling a little tired, but not really bad right now. Today was just kind of a long day.
Okay.
Agreed. But if you ever need some help, just let me know.
We'll get to the end of the day here. You know what? I'm going to click end of scene, too. Because
Could I not get a roll as well?
what kind of role did you want?
Well, either
A bop
either
with the heal stick or
like-
something.
yeah, fire stick
Oh.
or perhaps an inner piece.
Yeah, but he's ending the day. That's when we're actually doing this.
Ah, okay.
He's just making the time scale match the time that we're doing these actions.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember, at the end of the day, I will hit the end of scene conflict, which resets fatigue and strife to half.
Okay.
If I don't do it, just remind me. Okay.
Well, I'm not as bad off now.
Everybody can go ahead and mark a ration. I didn't think it was going to be like this, guys.
You set a pretty high TN for the trek for a bunch of people who don't have survival.
Yeah. I thought y'all would have had survival skills.
I'm a doji.
I mean, you expected me to, but I'm a unicorn, and I do, so...
I'm a Ronin now, so I picked up 1 rank.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure both Kuranagi, Doji Daisuke, and Moshi Sora are city folk.
More or less.
Just
Go
give
to
her
rough
mama.
a little bit.
Tarek. And whoever else has a tent. James, Matt. If you have a tent, you can get rid of fatigue equal to your water.
How many tents do we have
Sora
among us?
can
We have 3,
definitely-
right? Which means with
Sora-
6 people, we can all be in a tent.
Sora can sleep in my tent 100% any day of the week.
And of course, to watch
Aw,
rotations. as well.
hun, that's sweet. I do have my own tent, though.
Oh, there you go. So does that mean that for everybody except Matt and James, everyone's out of horse rations at this point?
That's
And
my
those two
my
have 1?
last horse ration.
I have a couple more.
Yeah, I
Well, we
thought
were
we
only
were-
able to buy 2 horse rations per,
Per
to
horse.
carry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Our
didn't
horse
hear
can
that.
only carry 2 at
And
maximum.
I'm down to 5 out of my 10 rations because I've been sharing with our prisoner. So we need to
Wait,
start
5 out of
considering
your 10?
food.
You just ate 2.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
ate
y'all
2 this
got
night.
to get
I
going.
ate 2 last night, and then he had us strike 1 down the first night. When we started the session, he said you go down 1 ration,
Yep.
and then I went down
Oh.
2, and then
Yep.
I went down 2, so I'm down to 5. I'm down half of my rations, and we haven't moved a square. So
Yeah,
that's
y'all
why I'm
got
concerned
to
about
get going.
Uh-huh. Gee, what can we do other than just roll?
I think this time
can-
we'll have
you can
Nara
swap
and
them
roll
out.
and me assist. Because I am having bad luck with the dice. So.
Naren, would you like to go through the brambles or through the forest?
So brambles are going to cause us to take fatigue if I keep any strife.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Take a
also
fatigue
hollowed
for each
air
strife
terrain
you
as
take.
well.
Well, how does that help my roll at all?
I don't
think so.
know. Maybe you can experiment
Maybe.
with it.
Maybe I can try air.
Maybe
I
if
don't
you
know.
roll on air, it'll be good. Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
who
good.
knows?
Yeah, you can
We
analyze
pray
the
to
terrain.
the air commie and try to analyze our way through these brambles.
All right. That brings your TN down to that.
To what?
Hey.
We'll
She
see
can
when she
see.
rolls.
Is my TN right now? Did you set it for me?
Yes, I set it for you.
Okay.
Don't forget, you got the assistance from me.
I added it, yes.
Good.
Wow, I just got
Oh.
4 exploders.
Yeah, you
Nice.
could have
Nice.
plowed through this no matter what you chose.
I'm gonna take some strife and I'm gonna try to get like a super great roll. Maybe we can skip 2 hexes. Who knows?
Is that a thing
Don't
that
even
we
go
can
extra
do?
far. Whew.
3 bonus
Okay.
successes and an opportunity.
You've made it with 3 bonus successes and an opportunity. All right. If you succeed, you'll gain an event, depending on the domain you're in. You get a number of rolls on the random chart equal to your bonus successes plus 1. You stop rolling when you get an event. If your bonus successes exceed the number of random rolls for the area, they move 2 hexes instead.
Oh, I hope we get that so bad. We need to make up for lost time.
Right. So first you move through that area. Oh, I forgot
I
to do
should look at the opportunity.
I forgot to do the weather for the day. Shoot.
Oh no.
What's the weather look like?
It's pleasant.
It's a beautiful day.
Good.
I guess it's the same as before.
Where's the... I can't find them. All opportunity? No. Where's the homebrew rules? I
Oh,
can't find them.
Hex
Yeah,
crawl.
Yeah.
you don't have that available in the journal tab for us there, Corey.
Yeah, I don't see it. I thought it was in the journal tab, but now I don't see it.
Yeah, journal tab.
Homebrew
stuff.
Homebrew stuff.
Oh, it's just... Okay,
Ah.
I thought that everything else was under that.
Drag that
it looks
text
confusing.
hex crawl rules into your little numbered bar so you can just click on it.
I didn't know that that worked like that. Thank you for telling. Oh, I just put it on the map. Oh my god. Eh.
Right now,
Okay.
I just have the hex crawl rules
I
and
just
the
did it.
opportunities down there.
Okay. Domain of flowers. You get 4 rolls. So, first roll. Already you get an event. Which means you'll move 2 hexes. Which is good, because these guys are moving in now. Finally, they get to move.
But hopefully they break some of their horses' legs.
Or stab them or whatever.
Well, that was the first day that they got stymied. Is
Yeah.
the trap that you set up.
Oh, okay, perfect.
And then the second day was us going through the brambles in ways where they were going. We got no freaking clue which way they went.
Okay.
Only because we didn't know where we were going, so it made no sense.
They're wanting to head southeast, but for some reason it looks like they went northwest right here.
They must be survival geniuses.
Event A. All right.
Event A.
So you said we would move 2 hexes, but I only see 1 hex.
What do you mean?
No. If we didn't get an event,
Ah, okay, gotcha.
We
You
did
moved
get
2
an
hexes.
event, so
Okay.
So, as you guys are traveling, let's see what time of day. As you guys are finally you're making great progress. Right.
Can I find out the terrain, by the way, with an opportunity for this hex? I would do the foraging one, but I don't have 2 opportunity. I'm trying to ping,
I
and
think
it's
I'm gonna
not.
turn the foraging one into 1 opportunity. I think y'all need
It's a
that.
bit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
please.
I'm gonna turn that into 1 opportunity. I'm gonna do that right now. Hex
Okay,
crawl
then I will
rules.
do that instead. I will let us forage because otherwise we're gonna starve to death.
Yes.
Real fast.
It doesn't make any sense to me that we need opportunities for the horses to be able to find food.
Okay. In the morning, as you're traveling, who has a vigilance of 4? Nobody? Matt.
Probably not.
Matt, you hear some humming.
Vigilance of 4.
Just asking.
Yeah.
I didn't think anybody would, but somebody does. So
How?
How?
do you have a 4?
It's air
Air
plus
plus
water
water
divided by 2.
Yeah, but do you have air of 4 and water of 4?
Nope. But it automatically made it a vigilance of 4 because I have water of 4, air of 3.
oh yeah.
I guess it rounds up.
Wow.
It rounds up.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
you do have a ring that's on 4.
Yep.
Okay. You hear some
Investment
humming.
wise.
Oh wait, I have a vigilance of 3, but I also have keen hearing.
You do. I'll let you hear it too.
Ooh.
Yay!
Does anyone else hear that humming? It's quite like rhythmic.
So we're gonna move this up to late morning.
Yes, I hear it as well. I'm
Well,
not
you s-
particularly
smell
sure
that
what
stuff.
it is.
Nope. All I can hear is wind blowing through the leaves and some birds chirping.
No, there's definitely some kind of humming.
Well, that could
I'm not
provide
sure
a
exactly
distraction.
where it's from.
That could provide a distraction if we decide to investigate it. Should we keep an eye out for it? The source?
if you're hearing humming, that might be a person. Maybe one of the sages
It's
of
not.
the
It's
forest.
not like the sound of someone humming, right? It's
Yes,
like
someone
a humming
humming.
noise.
Yes, like
Oh, someone
like
is humming.
someone is humming.
Someone's humming a tune.
It's not like the hum of an aircraft or the hum of like bugs or cicada or something like that. It's the hum
me
of
The
just take a
hum of a
look.
computer fan.
Let me go and take a look. No, well, no, I thought maybe like like a buzzing noise or something, like bees or like thrumming of maybe magical objects or something.
I mean, looking at the map, I suspect it's something else, but I'm not gonna metagame here.
I think the random rolls don't care about
I'll
what's
go look.
drawn
I'll
on
go
the
look
map.
around.
Okay. Are you
I get off of my horse and I start
get off of your horse? Okay.
scouting stealthily.
Are you gonna make a skullduggery or a fitness check to?
Yeah, I'll make a skullduggery check.
Let me check this NPC out here. Okay. It's gonna
What's
be
my
TN2.
TN? Can do. There's 2 successes and an opportunity to be more stealthy.
Okay. You find a naked man that has been tied to a tree.
Kids
And he's just humming,
He's humming.
like happily humming.
Uh-huh.
He has nothing around him but the ropes being tied to him, right?
Yep.
Oh, so he's like a child.
He's a kid. Definitely. He's like a teenager
Okay.
on the younger side. Maybe 14, maybe 13.
Well, I guess I'm gonna just have to kill him. It's like,
No one will know because you disappeared from our view.
exactly. Perfect opportunity. I will look around first before I go and engage to see if there's anyone else around besides him.
Okay.
Like anybody who might be hiding their
What skill would you like to use to determine what's around you?
Maybe skullduggery itself to try to actually look around where I would think to hide.
Okay.
See if there's like a counter ambush set up here.
Sure.
And I'd suggest maybe water as like a surveil.
That sounds good. TN2.
Sounds reasonable.
All right. You start checking out other hiding places and you don't see anybody hiding.
Okay. I'll spend that opportunity to learn his demeanor, by the way.
Cheerful.
Demeanor. I never gave him one. I'm gonna say he's a joyful person. He's a joyful
And
person.
current strife?
Like 7. Like
So he's joyful, but he realizes that he is fucked.
maybe.
I mean,
I
7 out of
pop out
how
of-
many?
He's probably in the midst of delirium.
He's
I
like a
pop-
monk and he has
I
a
pop
composure
out
of
of the
100
brush.
or something.
I was gonna say
I
7
start-
out of 100.
I start making my way into a direction where he can see me. As I go, hello? Hello?
Hi. Hello.
Oh, I heard some humming and I was wondering where it was coming from.
Hey, that's me. I was humming.
Yeah. Was that a song that you like?
Yeah.
Oh, you're naked.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be naked. I can't.
I don't
Can't
mean
move.
to be.
Oh, yeah, of course. Why are you like that right now? What happened?
I don't. Some friends tied me up.
Some
Some of your
friends.
friends.
Yeah, my friends tied
They
me up.
don't seem very friendly, huh?
I guess. No, they're good. They're fine. It's just a game we
It's
play
alright.
sometimes.
Kind
Have
of
you seen my friend
like a-
Tiger Face?
Tie me up to the trees, the game.
like a prank? Have you been pranked?
I don't know. I don't think so. We didn't play
How long have
prank.
you
We played.
been here?
We were gonna go. We were gonna go get the artifact from the ratlings, and then they were like, "We would be great if we tied you to the tree, and then the ratlings would they'd get all confused." And that sounded like a good plan, so we did that.
I can see why you'd think they'd be confused by this.
You're like, I am.
So is tie you to a tree naked a game you play often?
No, this is the first time.
First time for this game. Okay.
Ask him how it is.
How long have you been here?
Well, they tied me here last night.
Oh, really?
So I've been here. I've been here all night. You got any food?
you
I'm
must
kind of
have been
hungry
bored.
and
I
thirsty.
do.
Can I have some?
Okay. I have some food and some water if you'd like.
I'd love
I
some
have a group
water.
that
Water
are not
would
very
be
far away
great.
either. And they might be able to help you find your way back home if you know your way around here.
I can know my way around.
Well, then maybe we could help each other.
Sure. I'd love to help.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm gonna do a
hold on,
sentiment
hold
check
on,
on
hold
him.
on. Wait. Are you samurai?
You're not a ratling, are you?
Can I do a sentiment check on him real quick?
Sure.
I'll
Crystal,
do
you just killed me.
air to analyze. TN.
Sure.
What's my TN?
It's 2.
I can just imagine the scene where Nara just like bursts out laughing, startling everyone else in the
No,
group.
that's not Naurin. That's
I know,
Sasha.
I know, but like it'd be hilarious if that happened. Just out of nowhere, start laughing, and like everyone's like, "What the hell?"
Okay.
All right. He seems to not like samurai.
Well, technically, I'm not a samurai. I'm an actor
You're an actor.
and a priest.
I've never met one of those. I've met priests.
Well, I'm kind of a funny mix of the two. Nice to meet you. My name is Kuranagi.
I'm Shinobu.
Shinobu. What a strong name.
Thank you.
I have many friends who I'm traveling with, and some of them are samurai. Is there a problem?
Yeah, samurai are not allowed. I can't.
Oh,
I
see.
can't be friends with samurai.
Well, what if you don't have to be friends with them, but you can come and eat with them? I can promise you they won't cause you any trouble. On my word and my life.
I can't. I can't associate with samurai.
Okay. Well then here, how about I just help you out? I pull out a knife and I walk over behind
As
the
you
tree
walk
and
up, you notice that the entire base of the tree is covered in sticky, thorny brambles, with roses that are blooming.
Huh. That's strange.
What's strange?
Were these brambles here when you first got here?
He looks down and he says, "Oh, yeah, they're not supposed to do that. That's against the sage's wisdom."
The sage's wisdom. Oh, you all live here in this forest, huh? So maybe the sages are someone who helped you to survive here?
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Do you know the Sage of Flowers?
Sage of flowers. It's not familiar to me off the top of my head. But I'm not necessarily from here. I'm just traveling through.
Well, you should get your samurai through as quickly as possible. The Sage of Flower does not like samurai, and I'm not supposed to talk to samurai.
Well, good thing that I found you then instead of the others.
Good thing.
I will do my best to hop over and try to grab onto the tree and untie him.
All right, make a fitness check. TN1. Bonus successes do nothing. There you go. Boom. You get on over there and you cut him down.
And then I will try to help him get around the other side.
Okay.
I go, my friends are in a camp off to that way. And if you don't want to have to associate with them, I completely understand that.
Oh, I'll just go home.
That's okay. But I do have some food and some water with me.
Oh, I can just
If
get
you
it at
don't-
home. Thanks for
Are
the
you sure?
water. That was nice.
Of course. Is there anything else that you need?
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Well, be careful. Here's something that would probably help you since you've been up all night tied to a tree. And I give him a little like energy ball.
He's like, this smells terrible. That tastes terrible. You can have it back.
It might taste bad, but it'll give you all your energy back so that you can make it back to home safely.
I'm not sick. Am I sick? Am I sick?
Well, you might be. You were exposed to the elements all night naked.
Give me the water.
I hand him the water skin.
He takes it, he puts it in his mouth, and he starts chugging water. All right, thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Remember, oh, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Since I need to find my friends a fast way through here, would you happen to know a way I could go that would avoid dealing with any trouble?
Well, if you take the paths, that will just take you to the Sage's town, and you wouldn't like it there.
Okay.
So don't take the
Well,
paths.
my friends wouldn't like it there. I'm just a humble priest.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. So you can go there. You can take the paths. Take the paths and go see the Sage of Flowers. He's he's a nice guy. I like him. He's my best friend.
Sounds like it. Was he one of the ones who put you on the tree?
No. No. He stays in the temple.
I see.
We
Where
were
did
gonna
the
go-
Rattlings stay?
Huh?
Oh, go ahead. We're gonna go.
Yeah, me and my friends, we were going to go get the Rattlings and get
Yeah.
the artifact back from the Rattlings.
Where do the Rattlings stay?
They're that way, and he points.
And they took a relic from you or an artifact,
Yeah, they got an artifact.
and you want it back.
Yeah, I could give it to the Sage of Flowers, and then the Sage will give me like more power, like the wisdom. He'll teach me.
Interesting. So, if we find a Rattling with the artifact, should we bring it back to the sage?
Yeah. You'll be very welcome there. I'm sure. Even if you're samurai, they won't touch you because you have the artifact
Oh, that's
and the
very
special
good to know.
knowledge. Get the special
Thank you.
knowledge.
Very special, I'm sure. Well, thank you very much for your time and your wisdom, Shinobu-san.
Thank you. Thanks for cutting me down.
Of course.
I'd give you something to. Wait, no. He starts looking at the ground, and he starts
Would
looking
you like
around.
my pants?
He starts looking around, and he's like, "Here." He grabs something and is like, "Here are my pants."
At least they left his pants nearby.
And he puts his hand in his pants, and he pulls out a card, and he says, "I can give you this."
Oh, how kind of you. I'll put my hands out in like acceptance.
All right, you get a card.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And he'll start putting his pants on. I wonder. There's all these holes in these pants. They threw it over a tree. There's my shirt up there. He starts trying to
If you
climb
want-
the tree.
I'm like, if you want, I can try to get it for you. I'm pretty
Okay.
good at climbing.
Sure.
I'll,
I can get
I'm
it. He says,
pretty-
"No, I can get it." He starts
I'll
climbing
race him
the
up
tree.
the tree.
Huh?
I'll race him up the tree.
Okay. Make a fitness check. Fitness fire, I guess, if you're racing them. Sure.
I'll race him. TN2 still?
Yeah.
You suck.
No, you can't get purchase on the tree.
But you cannot make a fool of yourself with that opportunity.
I can, exactly. I will do exactly that. I will not make a fool of myself, and I will remove one of my strife.
He'll get up into the tree and grab his shirt and pull it over himself, and it's got like big holes in it. And he starts making his way back down.
That's what you
Well
get
done.
when you lie down in a bed of roses.
You are a very capable young man. I am sure that you will be finding no further troubles on your way.
Sure.
May the kami guide you.
may the Tao guide you.
Indeed. I will give him a nice bow and start heading back toward the group.
He'll bow in return and go his separate way.
I look at on my way back. I look at the card. What does the card look like?
It's a Hanafuda card.
Oh, okay.
Of course it would be.
And it features prominently the fortune Benton.
What is a Hanafuda card?
It's basically a Japanese playing card.
Oh.
You can look up the game in your own time, but yeah, it is basically a suit matching game.
Much like Mario Brothers, the card flipping game.
Funny enough, I was actually playing Hanafuda cards with some of my art buddies on Wednesdays.
Cool. I have a Hanafuda card from Shinobu. I will cherish it always. As I get back to the group, I go, I found a naked boy in the woods.
Is he still alive, Kuranagi?
Yes. He is totally alive. 100%. On a side note, I need to get more water because he was very thirsty.
Just a moment, Kuranagi. Was he tied to a tree?
That seems rather weird to ask, considering I said I found a naked boy tied to a tree.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear that part. Renege on that. As so like Daisuke, like his eyes pop open. It's like the vision from Benton. You wouldn't happen to have been given anything that relates to Benton from him now, would you?
Nope, but I was given a lot of information.
Okay, so I'm definitely doing a sentiment check on that. Sentiment analyze. All right, and what is your vigilance? 3.
I think it's contested if I'm lying to you, right?
It can be contested if you want, sure. I don't mind that, a contested roll. I usually just make it against vigilance against NPCs because it's easier, and I don't want to roll a lot of dice, and you know.
Okay, so I'll put it at a TN1, and then you could contest it with your own roll. All right. Ah, damn it.
Okay.
I use my 2 opportunity to be even more subtle.
I'll use my 1 opportunity to try to detect that subtlety.
So here's the thing. You basically, when you defend against these kinds of things, you set the TN with your roll. So if he makes that the amount of your successes, he technically succeeds. So Matt, you do understand that Kuranagi is holding something back. You don't know what, but the way he just passed right by that is the way he kind of, passes right by other things she doesn't want to answer.
So Daisuke definitely takes a mental note. It's like, okay, as soon as I mentioned Benton, she skirted around the issue. It has to do something with Benton. And I probably missed out my opportunity. Like, Daisuke is thinking, I missed out my opportunity to do something involving Benton. Great.
So you said you were going to say something about the information you got to the others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I say, well, I discovered that there is probably, okay, let me say, I discovered some information about what I believe to be the samurai with thorns. There apparently is a sage in this forest known as the Sage of Roses, or Sage of Flowers, and the boy was circled in a bramble bush of thorns. with roses on them, which I can only imagine is some kind of expression of this magical sage person. He said that the sages give him wisdom, and that if he finds an artifact that was taken from them by the ratlings and bring it back, that he would get more training by these sages. And that none of the people in the sages' village, which the paths through the forest lead to, are welcoming or happy to find samurai in their midst. He is unaware that I am Shishiro, as I convinced him that I am just a humble priestess. And as a result, he told me all of this information. But if he finds out that any of us are samurai, it will not be a good day for us unless we find this artifact first. Because those who bring the artifact back to the village are supposed to be accepted within the village by the Sage of Flowers.
Hmm. Well, it
So I
would be
suggested it's important for us to look for where these ratlings might be and convince them to give us the artifact. That being said, I am not 100% certain where we would find these ratlings, except that the boy and his friends were apparently looking for them over in that direction.
And
So
he points
he pointed
right here.
Yeah, he pointed over there and said that
Just-
the ratlings he suspects that the ratlings would be over in that direction.
On the idea of handing over the artifact, I fully agree with us going and getting the artifact. But what if we didn't hand it over to the sage and I got to keep it?
Then the majority of that village would try to kill us, most likely.
Perhaps we simply do not all go to the village.
They also said that
We
they
need
would be
to-
willing to teach us the wisdom of their ways if we go through there. And considering he mentioned the sages and only one sage inside of this village, I have a feeling that there may be multiple sects of this organization throughout the forest. I'm not 100% sure yet, but it feels like a fairly simple deduction to make.
Did you mention that this particular one was called the Sage of Flowers?
I did.
Okay.
In addition,
Then I will say, well, you said this one is called the Sage of Flowers. When I was getting my assignment, they said that the leader of the Blood Speakers was calling theirself the Sage of Blood. So it
So then
seems
there
that there
definitely
are
is multiple
multiple
sages.
ones.
and not only that, I have a feeling that if we're going to continue to survive after the pitfalls we have made over the last couple of days, we will probably need to resupply on food and resources, which may be able to be recovered in this village. It may, in fact, be the only place that we have an opportunity to do so that is not us going and hunting it for multiple days in a row. That being said, my advice, we head toward the ratlings and try to recover whatever artifact is there, make our ways to the village, and be accepted there peaceably.
Better
The
to have
boy
allies
seems-
than foes in this forest.
Especially when we have so many deadly foes on our backs and more foes to be found in the future.
Corey,
Yes.
is Naurin technically a samurai right now, as she is a Ronin?
Yes. Ronin or
Okay, still
samurai.
Ronin are still samurai. Got it.
You're just like masterless.
So you're like at the bottom rung of the samurai, but you're still considered samurai.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm checking because
So
I didn't know how it works.
it's Ronin, G samurai, Buge, Kuge. Well, the Buge, G samurai are Buge, and then the Kuge at the top. And yeah, that's how it works.
Good to know.
So you guys continue. I guess you continue on your way.
You can find the ratlings.
By the end of the day,
Did Kuragi say? Oh yeah, she marked it.
by the end of the day, you both are able to find food, and you lose 2 fatigue as the air at your back seems to propel you forward and wipe the sweat from your brow.
Nice.
Yay.
Your horses also lose 2 fatigue.
Cool.
Or gain 2 fatigue, should I say.
Oh, gain?
Yeah, you gain fatigue, not lose fatigue. And then,
Well, you
Oh.
said lose earlier, so...
sorry, you gain fatigue. I'm sorry. Everybody gains only 2 fatigue instead of 3.
Okay.
And
Okay, we gain 2 fatigue
instead of 3.
from traveling.
From traveling.
The cool wind at our backs is propelling us along, so we gain less than we would have.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, I'll hit that button, and the tension drops as you rest, bed down to rest for the night.
So no opportunity to have like a right? Moment to do something. Like it's
A
slipped my
downtime
mind, though.
activity. So the
Downtime.
reason you got a downtime activity is James spent an
An
opportunity to allow you to have that downtime activity.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
you're spending most of your time traveling.
Yeah, I was hoping to put in a meditation roll. So, yeah.
So
Can I meditate to Daisuke to sleep?
now it is time.
Meditation
for
isn't going to sleep. It is deliberately going without sleep to meditate.
But then lead into it. That's what I do.
You don't have to spend any rations. You wake up in the morning, unless you'd like to do something at night. You do your watches.
I
Yeah.
would kind of like, and I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I would kind of like to, and the only reason I'm bringing this up as a thing to debate Ousili is because I want to not do something that might conflict with what the whole group would like to do. But I would kind of like to go and scout out the area where the rattlings are. So that's 15 miles, which would mean a lot of travel, I'm assuming.
Yeah. You can't. You
Um,
really can't do that.
Okay.
We probably need to do that as a downtime activity.
just where we're gonna head.
Yeah. Okay. So is Naren rolling again?
So the temperature is decreasing.
I think, yeah, you had such a wonderful success, and I've been rolling like crap. You go right ahead.
Imbalanced void.
Drat, the thing I didn't want.
Oh, I actually have more rations on me than I thought I did. Neat.
Oh, I came in horribly underprepared. But then again, I needed the armor more than I needed, well, anything else.
Okay. Boop. What? Let's see what we got here.
I just kind of figured we'd be able to forage every day.
I thought so too. Someone had to turn the rules against us.
Sorry. I gave you all of the exact rules of how this was going to work like 2 weeks ago.
I did not see it until we were already playing. I
I'm gonna
don't
be
know
honest,
where it
I thought that
was.
the foraging was going to give us extra. Like, I did not think we were gonna struggle, or that maybe you would have us roll for how well we foraged each day, or if we had tools that we bought that helped us forage. Like, I bought fishing rod and line that would help us forage.
Oh,
And then
okay.
if we
And
spent
that's
the
why I got the rice
opportunity, we
hat
could
myself,
get
because
extra
it's
supplies, and then we could skip foraging for one day or something like that. That's how I thought it was going to work.
I
Same.
just made it an opportunity that you could get on your survival roll that gave you. But yeah, I'll think about that. These rules
Yeah,
are
but-
still.
Yeah, the thing is with these dice, though, opportunity is one of the least common things to come up.
So
The issue is that if I can only keep 3 die, then I have to I have to explode if I want even one opportunity, or we go hungry. So the way that's written, if we want to move, we don't eat unless we get an exceptional roll. With 2, it was near impossible. That means we have to explode twice.
And the way you've stated as well, even if we chose to not travel and only seek food, we're only getting enough food for the day that we're not traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once
And only enough
So-
for ourselves or a horse, which means we starve to death.
No,
if
no,
we
no,
don't
no,
move.
no, no, no. That's because you only had a downtime activity to do.
Yeah.
To,
if
to
we
do
had
that.
been, if we just weren't traveling, we'd be able to get enough food for ourselves and our horse.
But then we can't
wouldn't-
move anywhere.
But then we aren't moving anywhere.
We can't save
Yeah.
enough to get somewhere else the next day. So
Right,
it's
right,
a
right,
it's
right.
a negative scale here.
I understand
So-
that. I'll try and revise these rules a little bit to make those kinds of adjustments.
And also
Yeah.
the whole idea of a horse can only carry 2 days worth of food for
That
its
makes
own.
sense. to
hold,
me.
hold on. We should maybe continue going before we lose out on gameplay and hold this for the rest of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that one confused the heck out
Let's
of me.
let's finish our last roll for the night because we're gonna be running out of time. So
All right. I was
Uh,
hoping to provide an alternative. But
What is your approach?
we don't have any nice air currents at our backs, and imbalanced void. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with fire. Maybe I can at least.
Okay.
Would keeping strife on fire stands here help me towards bonuses, like bonus successes, or?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, then I'll do fire. Maybe at least I can get us another event or something.
Well, here's the thing. Because you were pointed out where the rattlings were, you don't have to roll for an event.
Free
You will
event. Well, then
automatically
maybe
get the event because
get
you
us to move
know
2
where it
hexes.
is.
Well, then maybe I can get us to move 2 hexes because we have an auto event, right?
Right.
Maybe after the rattlings, we can just get a free move. Okay. Where did it go? Survival, fire, assist. Did you set my TN already?
Yes.
Look at all those successes.
I spent a void. No, it's not letting me drag my dice to keep. There we go. That's 7 successes just cuz.
All right. As you move into this new territory, something feels wrong. Something feels wrong, like in your soul. The shadows don't move correctly. The trees, the leaves in the trees seem to rustle in the opposite direction of the wind. It just feels wrong. Everything feels wrong around here. That said, you eventually, because you're looking for stuff like this, find strange tracks that you think might belong to rattlings. And at that, we're going to end the game. Everybody gets 2 experience points. Tarek, for a breach of sincerity, you're going to lose honor equal to your honor rank. But for compassion, you'll gain 3 honor.
Oh, nice.
Other than that, Naren can gain 1 point of glory for successfully setting a good trap for the ninja, even though you didn't see what happened. Something definitely did.
You're like, I'm sure something's gonna happen. I did a good job
in
on
my
that
gut.
trap.
And also, at some point along the way, since you were targeting the horses, it was just Young So suddenly winced, and you knew something happened to the horses.
Here's the thing. This is like when I make these rules up, we are actively playtesting them. So if things don't work out, I change stuff. And this is the first time we're doing a hex crawl. And hex crawl have no rules in Legend of the Five Rings as of this moment. I am literally creating them. So they may be a little more complex than they need to be, or maybe they're a little too hard, or maybe they don't take into account things that should be taken into account. We're all going to discuss this on our Discord server that we have. And so if you're watching this and you're not part of that Discord server, there's a link in the description, I believe, where you can join. Also, becoming a Patreon member will also get you that link, and you can join us on Discord as well. And it only costs $1. Thank you for all of the patrons scrolling below. Thank you to Full Metal Goblin, Emerith, and Wargiz for keeping our chat nice and lively. I love to hear from you. I think that's it. That's everything, right, guys?
I think
From-
that's
Yeah,
it.
so far,
From-
as far as I can tell.
I think I did a great job playing Woman Me.
From Crystal, Tarek, Matt, James, Sasha, my name is Corey. Go roll some dice.
And watch out for lice.